Hello again everybody and a very warm welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the High Performance Group's H145 helicopter for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's in early access at the moment and it's very recently been updated with a military variant as well. So there are currently three options for this chopper. Civilian version, which is the one that we're looking at here, a luxury variant and a military variant as well. Hopefully you enjoy the video, and if it's the first time you're hearing about this, then do check out all the links in the description down below. Head to BritishAvGeek.com, our website, to download this livery if you do want to get your hands on it. And of course, keep an eye out for our upcoming live streams too. We're going to be looking at the civilian version initially, and we're going to be comparing it against their freeware H135, covered recently on a video of the week, so please do hit that subscribe button down below and don't forget to give the video a like as well. Shadows look fantastic in this. It's an early access variant as well, so it is not yet complete, and all the time it's being improved, with the development branch being updated quite frequently by the team. Within the three models there's lots of different options, including rockets. We'll take a look at that a little later on. They've detailed the interior and exterior with PBR texturing, an interactive cockpit supporting their modern cockpit interaction system as well, and we'll look at that later on and talk about the differences with the H135. It's VR supportive too, which is great for those of you with Oculus and that sort of thing. Rotor animations including blade droop and blade flap. Working doors, wipers and all flight controls are animated as well, which is quite remarkable. They've got rotor downwash effect, so it's snow at the moment in the area that we're in at the moment in France. We might see some snow fly up, in addition to some engine heat blur and some emissive effects too. The luxury variant has got a functional emergency floats with manual and automatic deployment options. We might take a look at that later on too, and even more as we go through the video. So hopefully you do enjoy it, and as always, share your thoughts in the comments below. So we'll start at the rear. This is the rear cabin area in the civilian variant of the H145 by High Performance Group, and you can see actually it looks really nice, and the cabin decals, the texturings are really crisp and highly detailed. You can of course open the doors with some incredibly good animation effects, and from the outside, look at that, that's wonderful. Into the flight deck then. Comparing instantly to the H135, the PFDs and everything don't look too dissimilar, but actually there's some immediate differences, and the textures are a lot more improved. We've got door jettison there, I daren't hit that, and of course a little EFB, which is really cool. I mean, look at that, that's fantastic, with of course all important Flappy Bird, because everybody needs that when they're trying to fly a helicopter. And little things like that make it quite fun, don't they? I mean, look at this. It's really cool. Hit the home button, we can go back. It supports little nav map and Navigraph. We can set alarms, activity logs, directional finding. We can get latest METARs. We can go to the web as well. EFB Connect, so we can click Google Maps or Sky Vector. And of course we can use a good old MSFS sim map too if we want to. Documents. Contains the user guide and also some of the normal procedures. Really good for those of us trying to get used to this. And in the options area you've got cold and dark, which is what we're in at the moment, and as we're learning how to use this and operate all the buttons, switches and do the startup procedures, you can just hit ready for takeoff initially if you just want to get in and fly. And gameplay mode settings between arcade and realistic, in addition to all the equipment options too. Whether radar can be installed, wire strike protection, all of these could be installed like so. In the options tab, fuel units, you can change between kilos and pounds, litres, gallons, and barometric units, inches of mercury or HPA, hectopascals, and of course I'll be using hectopascals. Go ahead and have a little look through, explore. You can set it up as exactly how you want basically. Door animations inside, wonderful. Love the little noises as well. You can hear the hydraulic arm pushing the door open. You can see now we've added the wire protections to the skis. We've got these awesome looking blades put in place now, which do look quite cool. We can go ahead and close the door. You can see the animations from the outside too. Really cool. And then in the overhead panel, so you've got the gens, bus ties, circuit breakers, battery master, and avionics masters as well. Turning the systems on then, it's all starting to align. And it's got GTN 750 support in the primary flight display too, which is exceptionally cool. I do like that a lot. With split services, so actually you can have weather on one, you can have the map on the other. Customize it as you wish. Here we go. Back inside the flight deck. See the rotor blades spinning away above. And we've got wipers with a really nice animation going between both pilots. And a fast setting too. We can turn that off. This is the first time trying to take off in this, so it's not going to be the smoothest. For a little bit of a replay. Look at that, it looks great, right? Love the livery too. So buzzing around about 150 knots at the moment, and I've got to say this is really enjoyable. It's very nice. You can enjoy some of the window views as we're flying around the Alps, and it's actually really smooth and quite enjoyable to fly. And of course, forward vision, we can fold that away and we get a little bit more forward vision afforded to us up ahead. Runway's covered in snow because it's a good old Sobo airport, but actually I want to land just short of that in this bit of snowy patch just here. So we've got a fairly stable just south of the runway, west of the runway I should say, and we're going to try and touch down on this little bit of grass on the edge of the airfield. There we go, probably a little bit tail back. And a little replay then, we're getting some of those snowy effects already, which looks great. Alright, so the military variant H145 by the High Performance Group, the very latest from the development build in fact. It looks insane. For Microsoft Flight Simulator, this is unreal. Very cool. Now all of these are capable of flying a ground trajectory command with hover, which allows you an automatic hover mode, holds its position basically, it maintains the aircraft's position within crosswinds up to 30 knots. It can fly hands-off ILS to minimums approach as well, which is cool. And loads of other features too, so do get stuck in, have a little look on the High Performance Group's website, it will be down in the description below. You can read all about the helicopter's flight model they've been working on, the sounds, 60 custom sounds, and everything else that you'd like to know to get everything set up, including Navigraph, getting your little code put in. So then, Naturally, you're wondering, how on earth do I fire these rockets in MSFS, and do they actually do anything? And I'm not actually sure. We're going to try this out for the very first time. You can set keybinds, which will allow you to set I don't know, something on your control stick, your joystick, whatever, or keyboard to initiate both rocket launch and reload. But there are a couple of key click spots that I'm going to show you guys from the manual to help you enjoy them at most. Now you've got the two boxes at the back here. They reload your rockets, so you can click to reload those, and inside the EFB here you can click the clock area, the top bar, and you've got weapons, 24 rockets on board, clean up, reload or fire, and that's all you need to worry about. Ay ay ay. There you go, we fired a rocket, and it's actually blown up a bit of land next to us. So, as you can see, it had a little bit of a flame going and some smoke, and it's actually impacted on the ground, which is quite remarkable. Love what they've done there. Don't even know where to begin. As always, share your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know what you think. Hilarious. I think it is the very first thing that can actually fire something out add-on wise in the sim. What about the front? What does it look like from the front? I mean, the model looks fantastic as it is, and the rockets just bring a whole other dimension to this. It's great fun. And of course, you don't have to have the rockets on. You can fly around with this with the rockets switched off. You can hide them using the settings. You can configure the aircraft without them if you wish. That's all part of the beauty of this. This is what actually makes this High Performance Group's H145 quite remarkable. So we fired 4 rockets, and to reload we could just hit reload and that's it. And if we want to clean up the ground around us, we can click clean up as well, and it will hide, I think, all of the things that we've destroyed. Okay, so now we're hovering just off the coast of England in the H145 luxury variant, the final of the 3 that we need to take a look at today, and it comes equipped with additional floats as an option too. So we're going to put that to the test and see what happens in the water just below. Lots of liveries available on flightsim.to for all 3 variants, so do check that website out. And to operate the floats, you want to make sure that the emergency floats bit up here is onto arm, like so. And you can double check that by going into the aircraft config settings, click equipment, and you want to make sure the emergency floats section there says armed, like so. Then, whenever you're ready, head down to the water for a little swim. And there they are deployed, keeping us afloat. Very fun, quite cool, very unique. So that's available on the luxury version of the H145. Definitely worth a play with that one as well, of course. Okay, so what about auto-rotation? I get asked whenever I do check out a helicopter to give it a go, basically, and I've not tried this for a long time. The last one was when I last visited the 135 quite a few months ago, the video prior to the one released the other day on the channel. And if you've not seen that, do check it out. Effectively, you're going to use a bit of speed and some ground effect and you're going to use the pitch of the rotor blades to actually generate lift prior to touchdown. So we can go ahead and kill both engines. And down we go. I'm going to close the collective. I'm going to basically flatten out the rotor blades, and I can see some larger fields to the left here which I want to steer towards. Oh, that looks like a big bit of land. And we've got a bit of forward speed. We want to keep that forward speed as well. Probably not the best. I was quite keen not to smash the tail off the back on the ground. At this point we killed the engines, so the rotor blades are just spinning in the air near the engines shutting down at this stage, and we're selecting a field. Now I was probably a little bit keen on bleeding the speed off initially, and I could have dumped in more collective towards the end. You can see there the nose is quite high up, and I was quite keen not to smash the back, so because of that I corrected, just pushed the nose forward and pulled back on the throttle as much as possible, just to generate whatever lift there might be left. And there we have it, the H145 3 variants, civilian, luxury and military for Microsoft Flight Simulator, all available now at the moment under early access. So do check out the links in the description down below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe down below as well if you've not done so already, and of course share your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you want to get your hands on the British AvGeek Osprey Critical Services livery, then do head over to our website britishAvGeek.com and join us on Discord too for all the latest. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in a live stream very soon. Take care.